I am Amelia, the Realtor, and welcome to Happily Ever Sold, where we look at the practical and business side of real estate and we have one conversation. I am Amelia, the Realtor, and welcome to Happily Ever Sold. This is where we talk all things real estate. So, today I want to talk about the importance of finding the right realtor. So I saw a quote that said that buying a home is one of the most significant financial decisions that you will make in your lifetime. And if you don't have the right agent taking you through that journey, it could actually also be the most daunting. So would you go to your doctor to change the engine in your car? I don't know. Would you go to your mechanic to, do eye surgery? No. So buying a home is like any other process in your life. You want to go to an expert. So today I want to talk about a few tips to help you get that right. So let's talk about chemistry. A lot of times people will go to expertise first. They want to talk about the experience. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. But actually, chemistry is very, very important. So you want to choose a person that right off the bat is listening to what you have to say. Someone who is hearing about your journey, your story, why this is important to you, where you are in your life, and why you are making this change. Most times when people are either buying or selling a home, it is signifying a turning point in their life. It signifies either the beginning or the ending of a thing. Think about it. It could be graduating from college and now you are starting the next journey of adulthood. It could be marriage and expanding a family. It could be because of divorce or the loss of a loved one. All of these situations is major life changes. So you want someone who is going to walk with you through this journey. You want someone who's going to care about your story. You want someone who is going to make sure they're guiding you in the right direction. At the end of the day, you want them to appreciate why you have chosen them to journey along with them, because it really is a journey. You want someone who is real and relatable. You want someone who is trustworthy and honest. I mean, let's be honest. You are investing a lot of money. In a lot of instances, this is people's life savings, time where they have endured on their job, saving, putting away money. And their home is a very important place to be. It is their sanctuary. So you want someone who's going to honor that, who you are not going to feel like they are going to just squander your money away. You're going to be spending a lot of time with this person. So obviously, you want someone who you connect with. It's very important. This is time with the person that you're going to be talking to, and at times on a daily basis and multiple times a day. You want someone who's going to listen, to hear your feedback. You want someone who's not going to take their expertise and make you feel less than. You want to look for someone that has passion and conviction, that they're in this industry not just for a check. I know personally, one of the reasons why I'm in real estate is because I want to see people's life change. When I ventured out to buy my first home, it was a major life change for me. I was a divorced mom with a young child, and I was transitioning into the next stage of life. So I wanted to make sure that the agent I was with understood that there were a lot of feelings and emotions that was involved with this process, and you should too. So you want to know that someone's not going to be unavailable, that is not going to return your calls or not return your emails in a timely fashion. Someone you know that when you're driving down the street and you see a property for sale that really catches your eye, that you're going to be able to pick up the phone and call them and be like, hey, I saw something. Please get me more information. So chemistry is key. Let's talk a little bit about licensing and certification. So every state has specific licensing and certification standards that every real estate agent must adhere to. Now, first, let me talk about this. There is a difference between just a real estate agent and a realtor. Now, a real estate agent has gone through the classes, the courses, and passed the state's exam to have their license. But a person that has that realtor specification at the end of their name, that means that they are a member of the National Association of Realtors. They pay dues every year. And not only that, that there is a specific set of standards and code of ethics that that realtor must adhere to, or they could lose their license. That means that they have access to many courses, classes, trainings that are a requirement every year to renew their license. So that's definitely one thing that you want to look for. Every state has those requirements. There are specialized certifications that realtors could go after. So real estate can be very specific. You can have an agent who's certified as a buyer's agent. You can have an agent that is certified as a seller's agent. There's also agents that are certified in things like single-family homes, affordable housing, green sustainability, also new construction. So it's very important to be aware of what you want, what you're looking for, and to vocalize those needs and wants with the agent that you are considering. Senior affairs, seller accreditation. All of these certifications increases skills, efficiency, and knowledge of every real estate agent. And it also shows that these agents really are taking the time to increase their craft, to increase the knowledge in their craft. They're just not out here by the seat of their pants. They're not just learning the industry by watching HGTV. Now, no offense to HGTV, but real estate is definitely more than that. Experience level. You want to have an agent that is familiar with the process. They're familiar with the whole process. Now, one of the things for me is that I want to walk through my home buyer, my seller from beginning to end. I want to establish that relationship. So it's actually more important to me to start talking to a first-time home buyer when they're just even first considering, when they're having a conversation about credit, when they want the information about mortgage and lending. It's more than just, hey, I'm ready to go look for a home. This is where I can really educate the home buyer of what to expect, what to do, what's next, and really make them feel comfortable throughout the whole process. So you want someone who is familiar with that process, who knows the contracts, who knows the negotiation that's required, who actually knows how to handle certain situations. Because I can tell you that buying a home, selling a home, it's not a cakewalk. There's times where there's bidding wars. There's times where we have to negotiate with sellers with repairs. There's times where deals fall through. There's times when buyers and or sellers just flat out change their mind. So as a real estate agent, as a realtor, I have to know how to handle those things. I need to know how to handle when the banks are running behind in processing time. I need to know how to handle that. I need to know if a lender has misplaced paperwork. I need to know how to handle that. And the right realtor will. You also want to know things like, are they supported by a team? Different realtors are affiliated with different companies. Do they have a team behind them? Are they with a nationally known brand? This can really be advantageous to the buyer or seller because with things like marketing and how they're going to market your home if you're selling a home, how they have access to the MLS, how do they have information with properties that are coming and going off the market, price changes, what resources that do they have behind them, even down to insurance. Each brokerage firm has a certain amount of insurance that they have to carry because of the legality of the contracts. So you want to know these questions. There are many realtor associations out there. There's many brokerages out there. You've heard of them. ERA, Keller Williams, Century 21, just to name a few. You want to know, do they have that backing? Because at the end of the day, you want to know who is supporting them. Because this person is supporting you as well through this process. Do they have partnerships? I think what's really great about a realtor that knows their stuff and has a high experience level is that they have partnerships in the community. Can they refer you to a mortgage broker, a loan originator? Can they refer you to a lender? Do they know how to put you in place for first-time homebuyer grant funds? Do they know what those are? Can they help you acquire down payment assistance? Can they tell you about the neighborhood? Can they tell you where to get these resources? All of that talks to an agent who is qualified, who has a high experience level. And it tells about their passion. And it says that they care about what they're doing. And they want to make sure that you as a home buyer or a seller really have the best experience possible. Let's talk about local market knowledge. So a good realtor is going to know the state and local real estate market. Is it a seller's market? Is it a buyer's market? What is the interest rates currently on mortgage loans? That's just standard knowledge. They're going to know the best neighborhoods for you based upon your needs and your wants, your family dynamic, what you're looking for. Do you want something that's closer to downtown? Or do you want something that's a little bit further out and that's more of a suburban layout? Maybe you have a desire to own horses or ATVs and you need more property. Maybe you're just a hipster that just wants a condo. All of these things matter, and the right realtor will know where to place you. They're going to know things like, is this an area of town that has a high crime rate? They're going to know, how's the job market? They're going to know if there's any major construction or building that's going to be taking place in this area within the next 2 or 5 years or 10 years. If you're a parent, they should be able to tell you where are the best school zones for your children, whether it be elementary school, high school, or even community and state colleges. A good realtor makes sure they are very well informed of the market in which they work. They're going to be able to tell you the buying and selling statistics in that neighborhood. If you're selling a home, you want to make sure that you are getting the most that you can from your home. You want to profit the most money. So they're going to be able to tell you, hey, this is what the homes around you have sold for. These are the taxes. This is what the makeup is. They're going to be able to let you know that information. They're going to tell you, hey, this is what I recommend we list your home for because of the history of the neighborhood, because it is an up and coming neighborhood, because there's going to be expansion coming, because it's prime location to XYZ. These are all things a good realtor is going to know. Let's talk about availability. How accessible is your agent? As we all know, the real estate market never sleeps. It is happening. People are buying and selling and listing and changing prices on homes and properties all throughout the night, all throughout the day. It's almost like the stock market. It's forever going. It's forever being affected. You can literally go on and see a property at one price at 9 a.m. and by 10 a.m., it could definitely change. You want an agent who is accessible to that, who can tell you like, hey, I know that you've been eyeing this home and this is what it's doing. Or, hey, the market is changing. We may want to put an offer. You want them to know what's going on in the area. A good real estate agent knows that information. They're available to your phone calls. They have resources, whether it be phone, whether it be an app that they can look at homes and contact you, whether it be email, text messaging. You want to know that you can reach them and that they are also in return providing the information that you are looking for. How available are they? Do you feel like they appreciate your business, or do you feel like you're a nuisance to them when you're calling them? You want an agent that's actively searching for the best property that meets your needs. You shouldn't have to always reach out to your agent to say, hey, what's going on? Hey, are there any new listings out there? They should be contacting you. You, as a homeowner, as a home buyer, and as a seller, you are our bread and butter. Without you, we wouldn't have anything to do. So we should be actively providing the service that you need. So, Amelia, you've gave me all these great tips. But what else? At the end of the day, do your research. Ask questions. It is totally okay to interview an agent. It is totally okay to ask the hard questions. It is totally okay to ask for referrals. Do you have a friend or family member who's recently gone through the process? Ask the questions. Do your research. You are not locked into anything until you sign paperwork. If you haven't signed anything, you're not locked into anything. It's just like interviewing for a job. You want to make sure that it's the right fit. You want to make sure that, hey, this is someone I trust. This is someone I know. This is someone I like. I can see going on this process with. So do your research. So let's kind of recap. Finding the right agent is important. Chemistry is key. You want to look for licensing and certification. You want to ask what their experience level is. You want to make sure that they know the local market knowledge. You want to know that they have availability and are available to you when you need them. And you want to know that they have the systems in place to do the job. Do they have active social media? Do they have access to the market at the tip of their fingers? What systems do they have to make this process work and for you? So that's what I got. I'm Amelia the Realtor, and this has been Happily Ever Sold.